It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by ProMed Ambulance Services, care you can count on, and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. One of the few African-American wrestlers of his day, Shag Thomas was active during the 1950s and 60s, primarily competing in the Pacific Northwest. Born in Stewartsville, Ohio, on August 11, 1924, James Thomas played high school football under head coach John Butch Nyamyats, a former star player at the University of Notre Dame under Newt Rockne. He began his career teaching high school, but during World War II, he was drafted into the Army Medical Corps and reached the rank of sergeant before receiving his discharge, after which he returned to teaching high school. He was voted the All-American Guard, the 1949 Ohio State team, and most outstanding lineman at the Rose Bowl. In 1950, he signed with the Green Bay Packers and appeared in preseason games that year, but was cut prior to the final exhibition game. Thomas's younger brother Clyde started the backfield for Ohio University on its undefeated team in 1960. Clyde went on to play for the NFL's Philadelphia Eagles, the CFL's BC Lions, and the UFL's Wheeling Ironmen. Shag Thomas made his wrestling debut in 1954, a time when segregation in professional wrestling was still taking place in some territories and promotions across the country. Besides using the name Shag Thomas, he also wrestled as King Toby. For his entire career, he wrestled as a babyface. He gained prominence in the NWA's Pacific Northwest Territory under promoter Don Owen. Owen did not segregate his wrestlers, and Thomas, who stood only 5'6", flourished there, winning the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship twice, and the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship 16 times, including runs with Danny Hodge, Tony Bourne, Rene Goulet, Don Marukian, and Billy White Wolf. Later become general admin in the WWF during the 1991 Gulf War. In the NWA's LA territory, Thomas was a one-time Beat the Champ television champion. He also had a stint in Stampede Wrestling, winning both the Canadian and International Tag Team Championships with Mighty Ursus. Thomas retired from wrestling in 1969 after defeating Roger Kirby by disqualification in his final match. He then refereed matches on the Portland Wrestling TV show, but in 1972 he came out of retirement and finally retired for good in 1976. On July 25, 1982, a heart attack claimed Shag Thomas at the age of 57. In 1993, Bel Air High School in Bel Air, Ohio, honored its most famous former student by inducting him into their Wall of Fame. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me for Trivia Tracks weekdays at 6:45 on Everybody's Country Y95.